Okay, mes amis, thank you for doing this video at home. I really appreciate it. It's not going to take that long, and you're going to learn the numbers 60 through 79. So you have your notes in front of you. Do me a favor, fill in the notes as you go with the words, and where you need to slow down, make sure you pause the video. Do me a favor and write out the pronunciation for the tens, so 60, 70, 80, I guess just 60, 70 in this case. Everything else you know how to say. You know how to pronounce 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. So a little bit of review. How do you guys count from 0 to 10? Let's do it together. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now our bigger numbers. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then do you remember how to count from 20 to 60? Comment dit-on 21? 21, bien. Comment dit-on 33? 33. Comment dit-on 45? 45. Comment dit-on 59? 59. So remember, 20 is 20, 30 is 30, 40 is 40, 50 is 50, and 60 is 60. For all of those, all you do is take the number 20 and put the digit after it. 23. The only time it gets funny is with the ones, and you just have to add an A in between the number. 21. 31. So, what are the next ones? We have 30, 40, 50, 60. Check your spelling, make sure you have these done right. Now, the pattern works the same for 60 and up. So, 60. Please write down that pronunciation. Then we have 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69. Now, just to make sure that you actually are listening to this video, in your notes, next to the chart where you wrote down the actual words in French, for numbers 60 through 64, can you please write down the pronunciation? Just like how we've done on notes before. Write it out how somebody would read it if they were not a French speaker, if they didn't know how this works. Okay, then when we get to the 70s, things get a little bit crazy, but not impossible. You already know the parts, you just have to put it together. So 70 is actually 60. So 60 is 60, D is 10. 60 plus 10 is 70. The French were not very creative. So, if 70 is 70, what do you think 71 is? Okay, 70 is 70. 71 is 71. Did you guess it? Did you get it correct? 72, 72. Notice how the hyphen is in the 72, but there's no hyphen in 71. Do you see the pattern? So here are the rest of the 70s. 73 is 73. 74 is 74. 75 is 75. 76 is 76. 77 is 77. 78 is 78. And 79 is 79. And that's the end of the PowerPoint. Merci beaucoup. You know what? For the 70s, can you please do me a favor and write out the pronunciation for the adds? So starting at 71 and going through 79, please write out the odd numbers, the pronunciation. Merci.